Hi guys, welcome back to the Sicilian Revival. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have games against Venezia and Spezia. Hopefully, we can build a little bit of momentum. We have been a little bit hit and miss in our last few fixtures, but we still remain in that second place slot. We're 20 points now behind Reggiana. It's safe to say that they have probably won the league now. They're top of Serie B. And looking at the overall league table, if I can get it, there it is. They're still unbeaten. 8 games to go, and Reggiana could be on the verge of an invincible league campaign. As you can see, we're still sat in second. We've now lost 4 games. Obviously, we lost against Reggiana in the last episode. We have also lost 2-1 against Parma. That was in our last game. We managed a 3-0 win at home against Sutterol in a very good performance, and we drew 1-1 away against Barry. And Barry went down to 10 men quite early in that game. Despite them taking the lead, we really struggled to get back into the game, and Abdulaziz Gambo managed to get us a late equaliser. He has been fantastic from left back in terms of his forward play. Defensively, not quite as strong, unfortunately. But at home, we've won 3 and drawn 1 in our last 4. Away from home, we have failed to win in our last 4. So the away games are proving to be the difficult ones for us at the moment, and we're struggling to get that consistency back that we showed in the first half of the season. So hopefully, as things go, we can get a victory today at home against Venezia, who are down in 16th place. Um, we're not looking too bad overall. We're going to drop Camden back to a support mentality. He has shown glimpses of quality in the attacking mentality, got a couple of assists in that sizable victory against Sudtirol, but it has proven to leave us a little bit short in the midfield at times, so we will drop him back a little bit. Kumbedi and Ross and Gambo and Sacco and Rahman, if any of them get booked, they will miss the next game anyway. So, there's an opportunity for a couple of players. Kumbedi, incidentally, has really dropped off. He was a 3.5-star quality right back when he signed. He has really started to not show the quality that he had when we first brought him in. But we do have options at right back, of course. We brought in the 2 young Italians, and obviously the likes of Donati and Franchese we've got in there as well. We have transfer listed the 2 of them. They've not had a look in this season, so those 2 could potentially be leaving next season. So going into this game, we need the 3 points. It goes without saying, really, given the nature of the challenge ahead of us in these coming games toward the end of the season. It's all very tight and congested for that last promotion, automatic promotion spot in second, which to be fair, we've held that position for quite some time now, but it's all bunching up and getting closer and closer. We have got to be very, very careful, and we've got to take our chances when they come in these matches. Mamadou Ba has picked it up a little bit in relation to goal scoring, 3 goals in his last 2 games. Hopefully that will continue today as well. Corner kick here, which will be taken by Higo. We can see all the big lads at the far post, and there is Coliseco, and there is his trademark finish. He likes to do it on camera. He hasn't scored since, and he does it once again from the same side, incidentally, that we saw the couple of goals that he scored against Crotone. So, positive signs. We take the lead here, just less than 20 minutes on the clock, and so far, yes, Venezia have had a little bit more possession, but they are yet to get a chance at goal. And we're looking reasonably strong at the moment in the game, despite it only being 1-0. Gambo here with a free kick just lays it into Verratti, choosing to keep possession rather than go all out attack. But the ball is played forward, and Schmidt plays it into Mamadou Ba, and he may have been offside. There's not actually been a question raised about it. Thiago Schmidt's got the assist with a lovely delivery, and Mamadou Ba with the finish. A very well worked goal down that left hand side. Verratti into Higo. Played it ahead of Schmidt, who used his pace well. One touch, heavy ball into the penalty area, and Mamadou Ba managing to get the finish just ahead of Turnqvist in the Venezia goal. So we go 2-0 up here. We're looking pretty comfortable, if truth be told. Perugia are just behind us. They're a point behind us at the moment, Perugia, and they've had a similar run of form to what we've had. They've drawn a lot of games, and from both our point of view and their point of view, if you convert a few of those draws into wins, we've probably got a gap to the chasing pack at that point. So, it ifs, buts, and maybes, isn't it? It all makes a difference. But in this game, 2-0 up, and hopefully we're going to be looking good for the 3 points. Gambo looks to have taken a little bit of a knock, so we will take him off potentially. We'll just carry things on for the time being a little bit longer because one or two players are just starting to struggle as well. But I'd rather do more than one change at the time. Gambo's, to be fair, he's ending up outlasting himself a little bit here as Brazil manages to just about get his hand onto that and keep it out. It remains 2-0. Gambo caught out, unfortunately, on this side as Pal swings in the corner. Good header from Coliseco to get the clearance, and Pal picks it up, but nothing comes of it. So we'll pause there. Higo is the next one to be struggling. So Gambo can come off. Paulo Reina finally back to some level of fitness. He comes back into the side today. And we'll get John Solis on as well. Camden's had a quiet game. Mamadou Bar's on a yellow card. And I think, to be fair, we'll take Mamadou Bar off for Malacca. And Camden's not had the best of days today. And we'll get Di Francesco on for him as well. It'll be 20 minutes to go. We've got the opportunity to make one more change after this. It's always good to have that one in reserve. And Brazil here just holding on to possession. Launches it forward. Mamadou Bar challenging the defender Bangsbo, who clears quite well, to be fair. Erlertson now into Ula Khaled, but Sacco winning possession. Now Thiago Schmidt has support ahead of him if he can find it. Plays it in. Camden couldn't get onto it. Good interception from Higo, though. And now Rahman heads it back to Kumbedi. First time ball in toward Mamadou Bar, and again just about cleared. Coliseco picks it up. Goes into the penalty area, taking a heavy deflection, and it's out for a corner. The substitutions do now take place, and we're looking pretty strong here at 2-0 now. And it's just a case of seeing the game out. Perugia 4-1 up away against Salento. They're the team that we've got to keep an eye on now, really, given the nature of who is closest to us for that second place slot. Here is Coliseco now, just receiving the pass from Solis, lays it out wide to Kumbedi. Chance to get it into the penalty area, finds Wally Rahman, and that is his 8th goal of the season. He's just started to pick up a little bit, Wally Rahman. He scored a couple of goals in the last 4 or 5 games, but again, he's not playing with the full confidence that he had at the start of the season. He was knocking. He had 5 goals in the opening 7 games, I think. So he really has slowed down as the season's gone on, but he has shown some good signs recently. And 3-0, the win is secure, and we've kept a clean sheet as well, which is even better. Really good result, and we push on. And we'll take a look at some of the other results as well and how that leaves us in the league table. So we opened a 3-point gap to Südtirol with that victory, and Perugia just the 1 point behind us, so they're keeping the pressure on as well. Goal difference wise, we're very much the second best in the league. We're not that far behind Reggiana, in fact, despite the points difference. Hang on a minute. The gap was 20 points. Of Reggiana have lost a game. They lost to Olbia, who were 18th at the time. That's a huge loss for Reggiana. But they've finally lost a football match this season. It's a bit of a shame, really, if truth be told, from their point of view, especially against a side like Olbia. And it's more annoying because we played them recently and lost. So we closed the gap. I mean, 17 points is still pretty secure from Reggiana's point of view. They're not going to lose all of their last 7 games, and we're not going to win all of our last 7. So they're pretty much champions at this point. But we need Perugia to drop points, I think. And if we can get a win against Spezia, who have dropped probably out of the race now, if they beat us, to be fair, they could get back into the race a bit. So still all to play for. Got a week to go until that Spezia game, so bear with me, and we'll come back for that one, and hopefully we can put in a good performance despite it being away from home. Okay then, guys, here we go for the game away against Spezia. hopefully we can get a good result. The pressure is certainly on. Um, there's no teams that have got a game in hand at the moment. Everything is all levelled out. If Reggiana win against Venezia, they will win the league title unless we win and then it's delayed for another week. Hopefully we can go out there and get the result that we require. Perugia do not play today, but Südtirol do. They place a Senate. So if Südtirol drop points, that will do our chances a world of good. Hellas Verona also do not play today, and Bologna do. They're at home against Salento. They're 7 points behind us, so they're not one of the immediate challengers. But if they win and we lose, the gap is down to 4 points. So they are still in with an outside chance. Best thing for us to do is go out there and get the result that we require. If Bologna and Südtirol drop points, that would be even better. And it's going to be a very tough game anyway. We're away from home. Our away form has been a bit sketchy recently. Hopefully we can go out there and do what is required. Schmidt is on the verge of an assist record for the league. He's currently sat on 13. The current record is a Perugia player, Pierozzi. He got 15 a couple of seasons ago. So who knows if Schmidt can continue his decent run of form. A couple of assists today would be lovely, especially if it meant he also got closer to that record and led us to the victory. So we need to go out there and get the job done. Reggiana lead straight away against Venezia. And I also noticed that Bologna are immediately in front in their game as well. Good header clear from Gambo. He picks it up and charges forward. He's got space to run into. Support ahead of him. Plays it forward into Pascali Candon. It's a really good counter-attack. And that is a brilliant effort. And I thought it had just squeezed in. But Pascali Candon hit the inside of the far post. And it came across and just avoided going into the goal. It just went across the line. So it remains 0-0. I mean, that was so unlucky. It was a brilliant counter-attack. Gambo did extremely well. Spearings here with a corner toward that far post. Good claim from Brazil. Spezia clearly looking at trying to exploit us from these set pieces. Hopefully, we can hold them off. Fadiga wins that header and Kukulon to Makabakila. Oh my God. They've got some very big names in that defence, and unfortunately, it was passed between quite a few of them. Here is Rahman now. That's a lovely pass into Schmidt. He's got support in the penalty area. Fires it across on his own, though. And that is a brilliant finish from Thiago Schmidt. We take the lead here. It's a lovely, lovely goal. It really is. He's hit it with such ferocity. And Rahman with a lovely ball over the top. And Schmidt controlled it really well. First touch and a thunderous finish into that bottom corner. Fired across the goalkeeper Mascardi, who couldn't do anything about it. And we take the lead, and it's a really, really well-worked goal. Rahman, again, as I mentioned before, showing signs at the moment that he's getting back into form as the ball comes into the penalty area. Couldn't find Sacco there. He got so 1-2 between them, and now Gambo with the strike, and Mascardi got a touch to it, but I don't think he expected the strike from Abdulaziz Gambo. Eventually, I will get my words out. By the way, I for whatever reason just can't seem to speak going into this game at the moment. But Abdulaziz Gambo on his favoured left foot. I mean, Mascardi got a touch to it, but I think the strike took him by surprise. And to be honest, it took me a bit by surprise as well. With the way he was positioned, it didn't look like he was in any way, shape, or form going to be able to strike it as well as he did. But we take a 2-goal lead. But straight away, Spezia from kickoff, Dondini going into the penalty and Verratti managing to clear. Schmidt can't get there, but the pressure is now on us. And Fadiga strikes, and again, unexpected strike, and it almost caught out Brazil there. He managed to tip it wide, and hopefully we can get into half-time holding on to that clean sheet, and that's another good claim from Brazil from the corner. So it remains 2-0. It's a very even game, to be fair. We're just fortunate that we've actually taken our chances. Higo to Gambo, swings it in, and Mascardi's decided to punch that. He could have caught it, really. Kumbedi into Higo. Back to Kumbedi. Now Candon. Higo again. Redumo just controlling the possession at the moment. Can we create another goal-scoring opportunity? Kumbedi back to Ross. And now Verratti. Out wide to Gambo. Look at the space on that left-hand side. He cuts in we've not got him on an inverted mentality, but he manages to go back out wide and get the crossing toward Rahman. It's cleared away. Picks it up into Rahman, and now Kumbedi again into the penalty area. Gets the strike away. It fell so nicely for Schmidt, and the defenders are appealing for offside. I'm not too sure who the offside would be against right now. Well, it's been disallowed. I'm not too sure who was offside. Mamadou Ba. I mean, I didn't think he had anything to do with that attack at all, but unfortunately, it has ended up disallowing us a third goal. Bit of a strange one, but we'll take it for the time being. 2 shots on target and 2 goals. 5 attempts at goal in all. 4 attempts from Spezia, 3 on target, and they've had a lot of possession. They've had 70% possession. We need to pick it up a little bit in terms of possession, and we've let the lads know that possession-wise we need to improve, but at the end of the day, we're winning 2-0, so at the very least, we're doing what is required of us. And Südtirol are winning 1-0 against Cesena at the moment. Bologna 2-0 up against Salento. So the 2 games that we were keeping an eye on are also winning. Reggiana 5-0 up away against Venezia at the moment. It's an absolute thrashing that they're laying out in that game. As Spearings knocks it forward, Sacco intercepting quite comfortably, and now Mamadou Ba into Schmidt. Loses out, and Fadiga picks it up into Makabakila. And now Spearings into Dondini. Now Mathiba getting the attack on. It's a good punch clear from Brazil. 20 minutes to go. We're just going to pause there for a moment. Sacco is on a yellow card, and I think it'd be wise to take him off. So we'll get Molteni on for him. Higo is starting to struggle as well. So we'll get John Solis on for him. Camden is going to come off as well for Di Francesco. And we'll also get Malakar on for Mamadou Ba, who's not had a good game. It's a strange one with Mamadou Ba. If he gets a goal early on, he's involved in everything. If he doesn't, he just disappears in games, and it's quite unfortunate, if truth be told. And again, in terms of possession, we've only had 30% of the ball, so that's not improved either. Hopefully, with the changes in midfield, we do get a bit more possession. And Rahman with a strike there, and it's hit the base of the post. Muscari couldn't get to it to make the save, but fortunately, it was just off target. But yeah, they've had 70% possession. We've actually had more shots at goal than they have, so we're clearly using the possession a lot more. But especially at 70% possession. I mean, from our point of view, we're stealing this result, considering the amount of the ball that we've had, and especially you'll be wondering how they've not really got anything to show from it. As Rahman intercepts that pass, plays it in, there's Malakar, and it's a good save from Muscardi, but Malakar was just offside. It was a chance to rubber stamp the victory there. But it will finish 2-0 in the end anyway. 2 clean sheets in today's episode. We'll certainly take that. Brazil rating a 7.5. Gambo with an 8.7 as well. Certainly worthy of the Man of the Match award. And it's another very good result. That possession stat really did worry me. I must be honest, to have that lack of possession isn't great. But we'll just skip by that. We've got the result that we needed. We remain 3 points clear of Südtirol. Perugia yet to play. I'm hoping it'll be them against Hellas Verona. Hellas Verona is certainly capable of getting a result. Well, saying that, so are Parma probably as well. But we'll see how things go in the meantime. What I'll probably do, we'll just keep on here for a moment, just to see if the other results come through. Coliseco will miss out in the next match against our rivals Hellas Verona because of suspension, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. We have to deal with it as it comes. And there's been no sign of the fixtures so far where the league's concerned. Perugia are at home against Pisa, who are down in 14th place. Parma play Vicenza. So, I mean, if Pisa could get a result here against Perugia, that would be fantastic. I doubt it somehow, but you never know, do you? And we'll see how things end up. So Perugia, unfortunately, managed a 1-0 victory, so they keep the pressure on. They remain just a 1 point behind us. Hellas Verona yet to play in their game. They're playing Como, which won't be an easy game. Como have had an uplifting results themselves recently. and that could determine whether Hellas Verona maintain a push potentially for this promotion spot. But it looks like it's going to be between ourselves, Perugia, and Südtirol as things stand. Going in toward the end of the season, we've got 4 games to get through against our rivals, Hellas Verona. Massive game after that away at Perugia. Could be a huge, huge result in that one, depending on the promotion race there. Games against Cesena and Pisa after that. And then we've got Como and Modena in the last couple of games of the season, which will be in tomorrow's episode. And hopefully, we can get the results that we need to secure promotion. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.